Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to Season 3 of Royal Clan in ClanGen. Now before we begin, this is going to be the final episode of this season, so we will be wrapping up the playlist with this episode. When we left off, we had a pregnancy announcement to celebrate in the clan after some unfortunate losses from being away for 23 moons. There was even, when we returned, a food shortage, which was dealt with temporarily, but with the clan growing once more, it will be a challenge the royals will have to face. It is now moon 199 in the second turn of Leafful. Let's see what happens next. Okay, on to our main events. Things are looking a little bit rough. Royal Clan doesn't have enough prey for the next moon. We knew this, we anticipated it, so we will have to focus on hunting, although a number of cats who can go out on patrol and specifically hunt are very, very low. Royal Clan declares war against Storm Clan. King Foxstar, this is not what we needed. Truly, we just made peace with another clan in the last episode, and he has dragged us into yet another war. We have not even started taking hits from war just yet, but if that becomes a thing, I seriously worry for the survival of Royal Clan. King Foxstar's stomachache has left. Ghostfeather overexerted himself and is feeling extremely sore. Cinnamon Tail came out worse for wear after a border skirmish with Storm Clan, and then Cinnamon Tail has gotten white cough. I don't know what other injuries he might have sustained. Burnline hopes the litter will be small as she feels overwhelmed at the idea of a big litter. She decides to move into the nursery in preparation for her soon-to-come kits. Burnline, I know you want a small litter, but we actually need a really big litter. Rumors reach your clan that Heel Kit, one of our servant cats, has died recently, which is quite unfortunate. But life outside the Royal Grotto can be quite rough, especially with, it being a war zone and everything right now. Let's take a look at the medicine cat den. So Cinnamon Tail has a cat bite and white cough. Oh no. Cat bites can be very dangerous. Bone Beetle has that white cough. Burnline, we know, is pregnant, and Ghostfeather is sore. In terms of our log, King Foxstar was given Juniper as treatment for a stomachache, and then recovered from that. Fierce Tooth was given Juniper as treatment for lasting grief. Bone Beetle was given Tansy as treatment for white cough, and Fierce Tooth gathered Catmint this moon. Is Fierce Tooth going through lasting grief? Oh. Okay, I don't know why. I did not even consider that or think of that. Hold on a second, I just want to check. So that's a permanent condition she has. She has lasting grief. And she's had this for 8 moons. Hold on a second, 8 moons. That means it definitely was the death of Lotus Gaze and Scorch Hollow. Yeah, because they're the most recent deaths. Oh my goodness. So, Scorch Hollow and Lotus Gaze dying, I think it had a huge impact on Fierce Tooth because she kind of realized how precarious life in the clan is and how terrifying it is that her daughters are the only ones in the younger generation of the clan keeping it alive. It's like them or nothing at this point. And how much now is going to be on their shoulders for, helping to grow the clan. Like, the burden is essentially on them. And if any of them turn away from this duty, then the clan is going to wither away and die. So she has, like, a permanent condition from that. She's just got lasting grief from, I think, the general state of the clan. That is wild. Let's take a look at the relationship events. Cinnamon Tail brings Flare Freckle herbs from the medicine den for a headache. Freeze Fur says he hopes Flare Freckle has a nice day. King Foxstar prevents something from falling on his younger brother Ghostfeather. I remember the days when they had absolutely, wild love lives with Bear Pelt. I don't know if you guys remember. And now they're both, seniors. They're seniors. One's a king, one's in the Elder's Den. Oh my goodness, how time flies. And to see how much grief Ghostfeather has gone through, he has lost, he lost 2 mates, and then with his 3rd mate, or I suppose he's had a total of 4 mates, actually. He lost 2, First was Bearpelt, his first love, and then it was, after Bearpelt died, Midnight, who was an official match. After she died, he actually had another cat, I think it was Saffron Star, which was off camera and you guys didn't see this, but they broke off after like 1 moon. That was an official match. And then Snapdragon came in and they hit it off, and he had a beautiful little daughter with Snapdragon, and Snapdragon is his current mate. But unfortunately, she died after 3 moons. So he has had a very rough life, but through it all, the bond of brotherhood, that survives. Fierce Tooth vents about something trivial to King Foxstar. A clanmate accuses Ghostfeather of copying one of Fierce Tooth's jokes. Ghostfeather and Burnlion are chatting about what they're doing today. Freezefur and Burnlion don't start their days without one another. That is so sweet because these two are mates. Proper, official mates. We've already talked about this before, but even though Freezefur is technically in the game mated to Burnlion's mother as well, Fierce Tooth, we consider that an open affair. We don't really consider them as being mates in the sense that Freezefur and Burnlion are. So I'm glad that even though he has this affair going on, he is still, very, very close to Burnlion. Freezefur gets excellent advice from Fierce Tooth about something he had been worrying about. See, this is what I was talking about. He's going back and forth between the mother and daughter. Somehow, he's maintaining both sides of his relationship, and I think Burnlion has she's always been very bloodthirsty and aggressive. I think she's made peace with the fact that her mother and Freezefur, they are closer in age, so they have this thing going on, a different sort of understanding than she has with Freezefur. But still, she and Freezefur are quite in love with each other, even if that love came quite late. Cinnamon Tail bickered about something trivial with Ghostfeather. Hazel Slip does something that makes Cinnamon Tail's day a little happier. Fierce Tooth swears she sees Flare Freckles sneaking around the camp at night. Fierce Tooth gets a bunch of cats up for morning stretches. Burnline admits a mistake to Fierce Tooth and asks for forgiveness. Snapdragon wants to ask a clanmate to eat with her, but they're busy with Cinnamon Tail. Snapdragon has a friendly chat with Burnline that leaves them both feeling happy. Burnline tells a story to Hazel Slip, and Hazel Slip suggests how to make it even better. Snapdragon doesn't entertain a rumor that is being spread about Hazel Slip. Cinnamon Tail gets a bug off of Bone Beetle's pelt and takes it out of camp, and that's all we have. On to the cat list. Let's see what everyone's doing for the day. King Foxstar thought he saw a cat, but turns out it's a 2-leg object that just looks like one. Cinnamon Tail is tidying up some stray moss that blew into the clearing. Fierce Tooth leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Burnline also leaps into a pile of fallen leaves with her mother. Bone Beetle is looking forward to the next gathering. Hazel Slip saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Flare Freckle cheers every cat up with a funny story. Ghostfeather has been sleeping a lot more as of late. Snapdragon is always first to volunteer when a dangerous mission is announced. Oh, I love that. She's in the Eldest Den, but she's very bold when it comes to, we need hands on deck or we need paws on deck. I love that. Freezefur saw a 2-leg kit playing with a kitty pet, and that's all we have. It's so sad to see how tiny the clan has become, but I really do hope they're able to recover and bounce back from this. Maybe in subsequent seasons we're going to see the revival of Royal Clan. On to our patrols. We currently have 10 prey and we need 23. I wonder where they got this 10 from, but they must have been, gathering things in the background. They must have been trying to find prey in the background. Either that or because they needed 23 prey before, so they would have eaten it all. I don't think anyone's gone hungry, but they must have done some idle hunting in the background. Okay, well, let's see how everyone goes. Like I said, we don't have anyone to go and do these things. But Fierce Tooth, our royal physician, is going to head out first. As Leafel arrives, the blackberry plants burst into fruit, and Fierce Tooth heads out to take advantage. Proceed, Fierce Tooth attempts to pick her way through the blackberry thorns to reach the leaves, but it soon becomes clear that it's a hopeless task. So she unfortunately couldn't get much done, but we have Hazel Slip and her father King Foxstar who are going to take charge of hunting. I hope this father-daughter duo can, help us out a little bit, but let's have a look. Eyes glowing with the last rays of the sunset, the small hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. Okay, let's see. Proceed. Oh, sometimes hunts just go bad. It's no one's fault, but today is one of those times. The cats console one another as they walk home. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good at all. It seems as though we only have half the amount that we need for the clan. So we're gonna have a lot of cats going hungry over the next moon. And then, like when we come back in the next season, we do have a litter that is supposed to be born. That means the amount of food that the clan needs is going to grow, and we're not going to have enough to feed everyone. I just hope the kittens don't suffer from this. They really do. And that's all we have for this episode. We entered into a new war with another clan, licked our wounds, and had a failed hunt. There isn't enough food to go around, and a litter of kittens is due on the next moon, but the royals are holding on to their precarious existence. Even as their power wanes, they refuse to let go of the royal grotto. I would have loved to see bloodlines kittens, but that is something I'll have to leave for the next season of Royal Clan. I know this was a brief return to our ClanGen stories, but I had a lot of fun coming back in and getting to know our cats again, even seeing their stories unfold beyond the tales we already knew. But with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.